Should I say it over the broadcast?
Well. Here we are again, folks. Well, actually, here we are for the first time. I guess this isn't the Zoom edition. This is us working on without a net on a whole new platform. Welcome to the DC as Fuck show, brought to you by the District of Misfits show. Normally we'd be doing this a la Zoom, but tonight we are hoping that the StreamYard gods will be kind, and we are running this platform. We're running this show on multiple platforms for the first time. Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes, as well as StreamYard itself. So please like, share, tell your friends. Well, some of your friends probably aren't going.
Don't tell them all though.
This show's not for everybody. So, but anyways, it's really good to see y'all. Those of you who were with us back in the day, and welcome to everybody that is new and watching. I am Crushing Boo, at Crushing Boo on all the social media platforms, and these are my friends. What's up, y'all?
Hey, y'all. How's everybody doing this week?
We're great. Tell the people who you are.
I'm the Pasteurized Chef. Hey, I haven't done this long. We do this. I'm Pasteurized Chef. Going back to the DCS FUCK show, I am very happy and very scared all at the same time. I have my mad dog right. It's my baby right there. It's my baby.
We don't name names because people don't put money in our pockets. But
can we just do one now and get it out of the way?
Yeah, I think you should definitely do one because you messed.
Jamie doesn't.
You're fucking up already.
I'm scared. We're straight out of the bottle, right?
We lost Jamie already.
He said no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Jamie, what happened?
Why does that taste so good?
It's kind of just disturbing how good this shit is. It really.
I got peaches and cream.
It's unsettling. I almost did, and I was like, that might be a little too much. So I went with the classic Orange Jubilee.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice.
And because it's fresh out the fridge, it's not disappointing.
All right, I am the Pasteurized Chef, Marcus Bradley Delvin. Question Dixon is my name, and my other host, because the other one left as well. So
we lost Jamie. Val, tell them who you are and where you can be found.
Jamie
Marcus, let Jamie back in.
Hey, I'm back, goddammit.
My name is Valerie Torres. You can find me on the Book of Face at Valerie Michelle Torres, or Twitter and Instagram at VMTDC. That's me.
And our other friend who finally showed back up.
I showed. Can you not see me? This is a new platform issue, is what I'm saying.
We can see you now.
See you.
Okay, that's totally fine.
We can see you now.
You can find me in the Bible in the Second Testament. You can find me at your mama's house when she cooking real good.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me as the baddest motherfucker live. Watch me prove it in several different places.
I feel like that 151's kicking in.
You have no idea. So for you people who don't know, Big Daddy fucking up and drinking Everclear and soda and shit. So
he said he didn't want Mad Dog. He didn't have
what I'm saying is tonight I'm here to fuck up the church's money. And I'm here for it, baby. Anyways, I'm James Roderick on the Facebook. Lives infamously on Instagram, and I am Bar Simpson on the Twitterscapes.
Captain, when keeping it real goes wrong.
Captain, when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah, dude.
Well, in front of me, I have some juice I'm scared of.
Yeah, what are you drinking on, Marcus?
It's a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of soda.
Yeah, hey, can you turn your mic up a tiny bit or come a little closer? I think you're ghosting.
I got it.
Yeah, you sound good. Yeah, dude. So yeah, this is all brand new technology we're fucking with. We spent the last how many hours just tinkering with shit and
3 just to make sure we're able to get up on time.
yeah, just to get it right for you and then fuck it all up before your very eyes. So
Immediately.
you're welcome, everybody.
Boom.
But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be with y'all. I am drinking a prefab margarita beverage from my corner store because I support local business. It's 12.5%. And I think that that along with our DC as fuck juice, like I should be good for nice and angry with myself tomorrow.
2020, it is apropos.
Hey, look, to piss off our old producer, that good old thought juice. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I played the third and the fourth and the fifth, whatever else we have. So I mean,
It's the fifth, Marcus. The fifth.
It's the fifth. I feel like that knowing where the show is going to go and how we're going to react, I feel like we should just get the safe words out of the world, get them into the world, and get them out of our system.
Yeah, during the pre-meeting, there was a part of me that was when I was like, "Nah, we don't need safe words," and I'm like, "Well, maybe." I mean, the safe words were invented because of this show, so why? Yeah, why not?
Why not? Because you know where
we need them. We need them.
I know where Everclear is coming from and where it's going. All that fun stuff. So are we ready for the safe words?
I'm ready.
Who's going first?
I'll go first. My safe word is Cadillac.
I'll go first.
You'll go second, Val.
Mine is Supreme.
Ooh.
Are we sponsored yet? You telling me something?
I mean, she could be talking about Supreme.
No. It's because we got Supreme Pizza
or Supreme Pizza.
Well, I could have been. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh.
Hey, drug
I'm really talking
Supreme
about the pizza.
team.
But I love Supreme Commando.
Commando or Commander?
I said Commander.
Yes is the answer to that question.
Or Commando.
I'll take that.
Yes.
Yes.
All of the above.
Yeah. My safe word is going to be stuffing.
Ooh.
Since we're coming up on
you a dressing guy, you a stuffing guy?
Which is inside the turkey.
They're both the same goddamn.
That's
thing.
what yeah. So I'm like, yeah.
Swear to God,
honestly, here's the thing. I don't give a fuck. It could be stovetop right out the box. Like I've literally eaten that shit just by itself.
I personally love stovetop.
You know,
I love that shit.
They put just the right chemicals in it to make that shit magical. So, but no, dude, if it's homemade, I mean, as long as you don't put cranberries or any of that type of weird shit in it.
Yeah.
Like I don't want nuts. I don't want any fucking nuts. I don't want any fucking like.
No.
Yeah. Dried cranberries or raisins in
being
the
stuff. Being black the last couple of years, the thing that's fucked it up for everybody is raisins. You can put raisins in anything, and it's just like.
Here's the thing: there's no way I could go and say that. Like, I could go and say you could just put a little bit of raisins in there, but people that like raisins, to them, that's too much for the average person who's not that into raisins. Like, I've had stuffing that you could tell that there's raisins in the recipe, but they're not an overwhelming part of the flavor, the texture, etc.
In my household, raisins were for children because here you go, here's your box of raisins.
Yo, my kids
and like
your
raisins. Like your sandwich bag. Here's your sandwich bag of like Cheerios and here's some raisins. Get the fuck out my face.
If my kids could say fuck raisins, if they could say fuck raisins, they would definitely say fuck raisins, Daddy.
Oh man,
I liked them.
My safe word.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
Peppercorn.
Peppercorn. That's an excellent.
You remember
Speaking
the
of
peppercorn?
seasoning.
You remember the peppercorn sub at Quiznos?
No.
Dog.
No.
Tell us about it, Jamie.
Quiznos had those really weird ass commercials that I loved with the little.
Quiznos sub.
Oh my god, those commercials used to
See,
crack me
no,
up.
see, no.
It was like
That's what turned me off to Quiznos. I was like, after those roadkill, like
I was like, what the fuck
talking,
is
like
that thing?
I couldn't. I was like,
They have a
nah.
pepper bar. You're like, what? Right? It's 3 a.m. and you're just on all kinds of like whatever, and you're like, fuck, I want some Quiznos, but I'm weirded out at the same time.
No,
Fuck up
Yeah.
some Quiznos.
I can't do it.
that
After
jingle?
those commercials, I was like, no, thank you.
I was at Quiznos on like
Eat
13th
Quiznos
and Broad in
subs.
Philly, and like I was sitting there, it was lunchtime, and this like homeless dude came in. He was like, "Man, you had that peppercorn sandwich yet?" And I was like, "No, I'm about to order it." He was like, "I got it last night. Got me some change. Had to go get me a bag of weed with it, motherfucker." And I was just like, "I'm gonna order this now."
He's not wrong.
got
he's doing it right.
The double stamp came from the commercial, and the homeless dude. I'm with it.
He's doing it right. He signed
I mean,
on. He co-signed. I mean,
he got his hard-earned money and won a Quiznos over
Marcus, I got a question for you because I've been a little obsessed about this since the other day.
Right. How long have you been homeless?
Who, me?
About 3 weeks.
Oh, I'm doing this from the back of a Quiznos in Kensington.
Right.
But Marcus, are you using that lemon pepper seasoning that you made?
I have.
Are you using it on this pizza that you're eating now?
No, because it's in the house. But I have been using it on other pizzas I got this week.
Dude, Marcus has this fucking shit. It's literally, he said it's just lemon pepper and black pepper. And we ordered just he had plain old cheese pizza and put that shit on. I was just like, this is the best cheese pizza I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of lemon pepper.
I technically am like ambivalent about it. Like, I've had lemon pepper wings that were okay, whatever, but this shit on some regular old cheese pizza, dude,
it's fire.
Where was that where was that pizza from?
Was fire.
Fuck. It's a place where Sicilian.
No, okay, so like not anywhere like
nowhere fancy.
Some locally made pizza. But yeah, dude, this season I've been thinking about it all week. I'm like, you're eating that seasoning, aren't you?
I know, to get you for Christmas.
Oh, actually, we got to talk marinades, bro. Remember, I said I was.
Yeah, I got one for you. So.
Yeah, because I'm gonna probably go shopping tomorrow Tuesday-ish.
Because being back in the kitchen, I was around a chef that I loved his brine before, and I got it back. That recipe.
Hey, it says we're live. I just noticed the thing in the corner.
How long have you been on here?
13 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, shit, man. Yeah, shout out to StreamYard.
Wow.
Our grand experiment, y'all.
It's working well.
And allegedly, this is also streaming on Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Periscope, right?
The shits.
Is that
I haven't set up Periscope.
Not Periscope?
Yes.
I did Periscope like when it first came out. It was just fucking weird. Like,
I feel like there's a couple of other platforms that we could be on that would be more beneficial.
Yeah, one day at a time.
For what we're doing. Question: is there a way to track if anybody is watching? Because I would like to say what's up to everybody who is tuning in. And
yes, on the Facebook live feed. Boo.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Okay. Because I started a thing, but
there
I
are
don't know
there are 8 people watching it currently. Your friend Boo, Sean Benton. So what up, brother?
Sean Benton. Yeah, what's up, Sean? He plays percussion in the Mighty Triple Threat. And, always good to hear from you, brother.
Is Josh watching?
I don't see his name on here yet.
I'm gonna say no.
Probably not.
So just so all 4 of you, all 3 of us, all the 4 of us know, I have mute buttons that I can.
What?
I have mute buttons winning.
We flexing? Are we flexing a mute button? That's not very DCAM.
No, I'm just putting it out there.
That is not the DC as fuck way.
That's for unruly guests and the like.
Reference, like the next time I do this.
I don't know, man. That sounded like a warning.
Why am I dark on this side?
Right.
You got to get you some gels, man. I went low tech and
scolding.
Found some shit. Like we need some mood lighting. That's the only thing. So
bruh.
What's oh yeah, dude. This is
I mean,
This
I'm
is
in a
good. I
mood
love-
right here. I'm very in low lights.
Well, you look like before you had like a halo kind of effect going on. You had this like
That ain't
Virgin of Guadalupe type situation happening.
It's not a virgin.
I did, and then Marcus removed it from me.
no halo for you.
No.
No halo for
I
Val.
was at a wedding one time, and I was at this table with like me and my sister Lauren, and y'all haven't met Lauren yet, but Lauren's is not as bad as me, possibly worse.
I can't
And
imagine anybody.
this girl went on this tirade
What?
about how she was a born again
Worse
virgin.
than Jamie?
Oh,
A
it's
born-
possible. Trust me.
A born
She won
again
this
virgin.
thing, and like me and my sister kept laughing about it at this wedding table or whatever. She's talking about how she hasn't had sex and had a dick in her mouth, all this other weird shit or whatever like that. And I am
Oh, she got
crying
into
laughing.
detail.
Yeah,
And like my
She's-
sister, of course, is like crying, laughing with me. And she was like, "Well, what's so funny?" And my sister looks at her and was like, "Pussy don't come with a receipt. Like that bitch been used." Like,
all right. I just want to put this out there for everybody.
oh, shit.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no.
was way ahead of you, dude.
Wait,
Like,
is
it just-
this Mad Dog shots or
Yeah.
other shots?
What?
I'm not sure. Am I doing Mad Dog?
I'm good with what I got right
There we
now.
go.
Pacing myself, as it were. Unlike previous shows where
Well, that's the thing.
you immediately drop into.
Pacing. What is pacing?
I walked in drunk to these shows back in the day.
The Jungle Juice?
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
jungle juice. I forgot about that shit.
Excuse me.
Speaking
I'm
of
sorry.
speaking of,
I'm actually
of
gonna hit
jungle
this
juice,
again.
Jungle
The jungle
juice and
juice?
spots and things. I most recently read the text message stream between the four of us when Marcus sent us the fucking music videos. And his silly ass in that Pinky video and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So of course, everyone who's probably paying attention has no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But Marcus sends this stream of text messages of music videos and dumb shit that he has been in. And I watched the one starring the illustrious Pinky, DC native. You know what I mean? DC artist.
Marcus is a
Marcus-
professional extra. You didn't know that?
Marcus is a professional side bitch because if you now mind you, he's only in the first like 26 seconds of this video. But like he's like the neck motions and like the jumping up and down or whatever. Like,
I'm also the cover.
you'd have thought Carly Rae Jepsen. He was so
Jumping up
excited.
and down.
Right, he was so fucking excited about this bullshit. And I was like, Marcus, you look fucking foolish, yo. The fuck is wrong with you?
I think
I
that
read,
Marcus takes direction well. The director said, "Get hype," and Marcus got hype.
the
I was also
funniest
the cover art for the YouTube video.
there are two things that I sent that had me crying laughing when I read it the next day. One, where I was like, all right, sorry, three things, sorry. I'm high as shit and I'm watching Living Single. What the fuck do you want? Okay? That's funny. And then like eventually I was like, I was frying him so hard he was sending me pictures of it. And I was like,
That's my
fuck you,
go-to.
bitch. This shit is funny. I ain't laughed this hard since the last time I watched a Sinbad special. And like,
Oh no.
Sinbad.
Boo immediately like writes back like, and now I'm pissing myself. Like, just see.
Yo, no, we
My light went off.
actually, your light went off.
Just have to do it in the dark, baby. Just do it in the dark.
Yeah, you just gotta do it in the dark.
Just
It
own
died.
You
It
just-
died.
You just gotta own it.
Well,
No, I'm bringing the halo back. Hold on.
Go get your halo on, girl.
Hold please.
Do you need a
What
ladder?
was I gonna say? Oh, so man, you got. I wish I actually meant to ask you to upload the clip that Val edited from Left Or, where we're
Oh.
making fun of you.
who?
You know what I'm talking about?
I think we have those clips, just not.
We have- Do we
Cut
have that technology? Yo, what are all you guys doing? What are all you fuckers doing for Thanksgiving?
Hello.
Since I wanna know what y'all
I
are
don't
doing.
even
for
know what I'm
Thanksgiving.
doing yet.
I want to know what y'all are doing, and then I want you to fucking play that goddamn TikTok video, because I think the world needs to fucking see this shit. Because somebody needs to have a conversation. There's an intervention is in order. / no one's gonna do anything about it, and motherfuckers are just gonna get sick and die.
I like intervention. Thanksgiving, I'm not doing anything.
I have participated in an intervention. It is really fucking lame. Like,
I imagine there's not a lot of drugs.
It sucks to have to do that to somebody, much less, or just it sucks on both ends. To be on the receiving end, or to have to participate for circumstances to get to such a point.
I was waiting.
It's worse. I feel like it's worse participating in it when you've done said act with that person.
Yeah,
that's when it's really like it's like all
that's
right,
the hardest.
Like,
that is the most difficult.
And you're sitting here like, damn, we have done coke in the bathroom together. So me mentioning this right now sucks.
And probably everybody in the room have known that.
But it's not about the time that y'all did coke in the bathroom together. It's about the time he did coke in the bathroom off your girl.
By himself. Well, there's that too.
Yeah, like you weren't there type situation.
Right. He's like, you were just you son of a bitch. You hurt me. You hurt me. You hurt me. Yeah.
Nah, dude. Yeah, it's like, the worst is when you do an intervention and it doesn't take. Like you went through all of that, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, well, yeah, shit's still fucked up.
You wasted all your time and all your energy for that shit.
Right, you had me sad for 45 minutes in a room with a stranger,
reading letters and shit,
reading off a letter that I had to write.
I mean, there was tears and a prepared statement.
Could you imagine me? Could you imagine me at a fucking intervention, just mad as shit? Like,
wait, stop. Are you
fucked up the money?
Which end of it are you on?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like. That's the problem. Doesn't matter.
There's still a lot
either fucking end of it. Just
there's
sounds
still a lot
terrible.
Of fuck you, suck my dicks, being thrown around the room.
Kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass. A lot of kiss my ass.
I can't get jiggy to this shit. Like,
all right.
I feel like no matter what, the responses on both ends are going to be the same thing.
Marcus, what are you doing?
Oh no, again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. I'm taking control.
I mean,
it's shots.
Don't you want hour 2 to be awesome?
Shots.
Do you not want to remember hour 2? All right.
I think I'm gonna die tonight.
No, yeah. What are you gonna do, Marcus?
Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go home just to my parents' house and cook for them. That's it. I'm calling it a day. That's all I'm gonna do. I ain't trying to be around nobody. I got a big family. I don't trust any of them. Fuck them.
Damn.
I'm just gonna cook for my mom and dad and eat for 2 days. Then you come back.
I'm gonna stay in this house. I'm not doing a motherfucking thing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, Thanksgiving is boring. Anything. Anyway,
Thanksgiving is amazing.
Okay, so
I mean, for me, I like food, so yes, Thanksgiving.
I like that, but the rest of the day, there's nothing.
Same.
Because I hang out with my family. I hang out with all the people that I want to see in my family. I see them. So it's just another day.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Well, it sounds like you and Jamie are going to be basting a turkey.
Right.
And I'm going to be sneaking over there and having some turkey after the kids go to sleep.
Turkey's getting
so, yo, Jamie, what's your Jamie? No, seriously, what's your oven situation like, dude? I didn't even pay attention. Like when
you saw my oven is enormous.
No. See, I was in your kitchen, but I didn't really see your oven. Actually, wait. Yes, I take that back.
He was there, but he wasn't looking.
It's a quality. No. He got a quality stove. Yeah, and that shit's like brand new.
Last time,
right? You should let me use your oven and fucking let's fuck some shit up. We'll make
I know that.
I'll make you a plate or 10.
Stuff.
I bought a pork shoulder. I'm gonna make macaroni.
I have a big frozen turkey in my
Whoa! Stop!
Freezer.
Jamie, what's up? How's your mac and cheese game, bro?
Yo, my mac and cheese game is the firest.
Really?
I'll put it to you like this. I can smack Martha Stewart, your grandmama, your great grandmama, and anybody who was in slavery with my macaroni and cheese.
Bro.
I'll have Marcus
I would like to try that macaroni and cheese.
Wait. That's a lot. There's bold.
I will have dog. This ain't bold. This is just honesty. This truths. This big facts.
Man,
I'll have Marcus in here talking about master. Can I have some more? And like real sad, like the snitch on the PlayStation.
What's my safe word again?
It was gonna be like,
Yo,
Master,
take another
I ain't
shot.
trying to start no controversy, but can I have another plate of that, please?
Val penalty shot. Yes, I'm asking. Let's do this.
What did I-
how's everybody's week?
What was my safe word?
God damn, you should not drink anymore.
Supreme.
Supreme.
Just remember.
Man, you might need a new safe word,
You
because
might die before.
if this was a situation where you really, really, really needed your safe word, you'd
12
be in
o'clock's
trouble.
gonna hurt you.
You'd
Right.
be in trouble. So.
All right. I'm just gonna go straight for pizza. Pizza is my safe word. Pizza.
That's a good safe word. That's like right up there with
Pizza.
pineapple. You'll remember that shit.
Also, I apologize, guys. I do have a 5-year-old to put
Pizza.
to sleep in like a half an hour.
No. What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
I thought you'd already taken care of that. But
Yeah, tried that shit. That's why I thought we started at 9.
I mean, here's the
we
thing.
thought you had taken care of that.
we thought you had taken care of that, but guess what, Jamie? Here's the fun thing about a show like this: is you could put him to sleep, and then you could come back, and we'll still be here.
This is
I mean,
true.
Val might not make it, but we'll be
Just don't take too motherfucking
Well,
long. You know what I'm saying?
Fingers
I'm
crossed.
not. I'm gonna do my best.
Look at my hair.
Yeah, dude.
If you have some Vaseline and some water, you get some baby hair.
Oh
Actually
wait,
going
it's
on.
it's mad dry in there, super
Right.
staticky. I like
Did
this
you see-
glow, Val.
It
It's
is.
good stuff. It's a
That's
good
why
look
my
to
hair's
you.
all just like. Ooh.
Yo, Val,
Right?
next week you got to show up looking like Genuine with the baby hair.
All right, Boo. Let's move this forward.
Mm-hmm. So,
Oh boy.
man, it's been a wild week in DC.
Did something happen?
Especially if you're in the
I
service
don't know what you're talking
industry.
about.
And I feel like, okay, I just want to preface this with one thing. Well, it's a lot of things. It's an onion. When people use the term white supremacy, it is immediately you go straight to hoods, burning crosses, swastikas, tiki torches, et cetera, et cetera. The thing about white supremacy is that it takes place in many, many, many forms. Some of them are so subtle, like radon. You don't even know the shit's in your home, but it's fucking killing you because you can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it. So, white supremacy exists in everything from those extreme forms that I just mentioned to subtle things like cognitive dissonance and being able to, empathize consider yourself somebody who is empathetic and liberal and open, but when it doesn't affect you personally, it's easy for you to shrug shit off. Like white supremacy is built into like all the institutions that affect us, the TV shows that we were all raised on. The fact that it's such a big deal now to have a show that has a lead character who is of color or trans or whatever, because all of us are raised with the archetypical white savior. That's a form of white supremacy. For white people, like I whether you voted for Obama twice or did cartwheels for Kamala, you know what I mean? If you ever locked your door when a black person walked by, that's a form. It's in all the little telling a black person that you think that, thinking that you're complimenting a black person because they're articulate. It's the assumptions that all have been baked into everything that we know. And so when you hear people talk about white supremacy, it's like an onion. There's layers to it. There is the overt shit that you see on the outside. And then, there is the shit that's become so normalized that as we move forward as a society and as we progress, as we try to move forward as a society, there's a lot of people that are hell-bent on dragging dragging their feet, but we will bring them with us kicking and screaming.
Something that I noticed during the RNC, I had a younger Indian couple at the bar after the whole Republican National Convention or whatever like that, and I was trying to explain to them the difference of why. So that they carry out here's your 4 black people without shape ups. You know what I mean? And they're doing the whole like, oh, I carried myself up by my bootstraps conversation, and this and this and this, and if I can, you can too, and so on and so forth. And they were like, well, you went to college, you went to Howard. I don't see what the big deal is. Like, why can't this and this and this? And I had to explain to them, was like, yard. So those guys that you saw right there, if it wasn't such a big deal for them to be so successful, and if it wasn't like a race thing or whatever like that, they wouldn't have had to have them there to make that speech.
I mean, how are you gonna pull yourself up by your bootstraps if you ain't got no
have boots? If you ain't got no fucking boots.
I hate that fucking term. I hate that fucking phrase so much. It's it's white supremacy, bro. Like, that's a fucking form. I mean, it's subtle. It's that subtle. Well, just because
I just don't understand.
It's a lack of empathy. Part of white supremacy is a lack of empathy for anything that is not white.
Yeah.
Or white Christian male. White, like, let's be honest. White Christian male is like the zenith. It's the top. And then female women, right? White Christian women. And then it all just kind of like spreads out from there. But like,
was it Louis C.K. who said it best? He was just like, "Oh, you want to know why Christians are winning? What year is it?"
He did say that without pulling his dick out.
I don't get the frame of reference. I was too busy thinking about
think about it. Before Christ and after Christ. If you telling me that ain't a win, like
yeah. I mean, it's also just like, okay, fuck, this is how we're keeping track of time now. Like, otherwise it's Blur's Day, or fucking what's that shit? Jeremy Bear Me.
I mean, but
anyway, so the whole reason why I'm fucking talking about this shit is because, just roll a fucking tape.
Okay, hopefully.
Roll the fucking tape.
Roll the tape.
Caught me drinking my drink. All right, here we go.
I'm hoping that ain't over. So you're gonna repeat after me. I state your name. Josh Pruitt. I'm a Western chauvinist. And I refuse to apologize. For creating the modern world. I am a proud boy.
Okay, first of all, I want to fix their thing. What they should be saying is they refuse to apologize for embracing genocide, murder, cultural genocide and murder, obviously, appropriation of pretty much every and anything that they've ever touched, and not copping to it. So like that dude, I personally would have not ever put anybody on blast, but since you allowed yourself to be filmed in this situation, it's fair game. Because I mean, once the shit's on Twitter,
it's all over.
All bets are off. And so I am not going to use his name because I'm not going to soil my breath in my lungs. I'm just going to call him Dick. This is a story about the saga of Dick, because it's not just about Dick, a DC bartender of prominence and repute.
Mind you, a long time DC bartender.
Long time. That's why I was, long time. And this isn't just about him doing this. It's about all of the things that his explanations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's an onion. There's a lot of layers to it. And so we're just going to peel through it all, and God have mercy on our souls. Oh, by the way, fuck the Proud Boys. Like, this shit is super whack. Y'all are super whack. Y'all would never come to a real neighborhood where anybody would offer y'all legitimate opposition. You can march around downtown DC through BLM Plaza and all the tourist areas all day long till you're fucking even whiter in the face. But y'all ain't never gonna come to a real neighborhood where real motherfuckers will answer the call. You don't want, as the kids say, you don't want that smoke. You never have, you never will. So y'all are soft like peanut butter. And,
I mean,
I said what I said, but go ahead, y'all. Dive on in.
You said what you said. So, I mean, I was shocked. I mean, full disclosure, I very
You guys hear me?
peripherally know this guy. I met him because he was dating a friend of mine. I probably crossed paths with him like in the past because he works with a lot of the people that I worked with, that I knew, friends of mine in the industry. But I really didn't know him well, and I knew him because he was dating a friend of mine. So, fast forward to this video that was circulating. Someone sent it to me, and I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck?" So
Well,
I felt it was, huh? Go ahead.
No, it's kind of like the whole thing, and I'm going to describe this to Donald Trump because if you really think about it like this, there are, since we'll say 1995, 10 billion rap lyrics with Donald Trump being the coolest motherfucker on earth in it.
True story.
You know what I mean? Like, there's just Jay-Z, fucking Snoop Dogg. Anybody who's a prominent rapper has mentioned Donald Trump. He's been in music videos. He's been at the BET Awards. And then all of a sudden you find out somebody's racist all of a sudden. My comparison to that is that I have hugged that man.
You've never mentioned that before.
This is news to me.
Yeah.
Dick, I didn't know you hugged Dick.
I'm sorry, Dick. Yes, sorry.
I didn't know you and Dick got down like that.
Look, I'm just saying, you came and looked.
And by the way, I'm not making fun of anybody who enjoys penis. I'm not making fun of anyone who enjoys penis.
But no, what I'm saying is the level of disappointment.
Did everybody see the sign of shots? Shots.
Oh,
you talking to me?
Sorry.
Boo.
I stepped away to get a refill on my tequila.
Tequila.
But yeah,
I'm sorry, Jamie. Continue.
He was at Looking Glass, and we was at Looking Glass right before he got hired. At a particular bar that everyone keeps mentioning he worked at.
Dude, that place has gotten dragged so hard just by association. It's real. They had their own issues, and now
association for like 2 weeks, right?
He never even finished training.
He never even finished.
Anyway,
training.
continue. Sorry,
he was only there for like a half a second, so it's not their fault. They didn't just hire him because X, Y, Z or whatever. But the thing is that he came through.
Whatever. He's been in the industry, I'm sure. Blah blah blah.
He's been in the industry for a while. You know what I mean? He came in the Looking Glass. We had a conversation. There was nothing alluding to the fact that he would do anything like that. And then all of a sudden, that video pops up.
Yeah,
that was something to think about.
Right.
It is something to think about.
So,
when they were doing gay marriage rights,
and so
when they were doing gay marriage rights, there is a pin that my friend has. And the pin says, "Don't worry about who voted for it. Worry about who didn't vote for it." And these are those situations. He sat there, he hugged me,
right.
My bigger than him black ass, and then he went out there and pledged Proud Boy.
So so Dick goes out, pledges the Proud Boys. His whole world, his entire world. He's from the DMV. He has grown up around many BIPOC, Black, Indigenous, person of color. For those of you who do not know what that stands for, if you see that acronym, that's what that means.
What is it again?
He was allegedly friends with more than a few people in the LGBTQ community. Because if you are a decent person and as far as I'm concerned, if you're a decent person and you've worked in the service industry anywhere, you should be down. You're gonna get all kinds of people. So it does not behoove you to have Proud Boy like tendencies in this industry.
Especially in DC.
you see what happens. It only took like, I mean, this shit went fucking viral by our standards.
It burned quick.
You know, like it burned
In
a hole through my
37 seconds.
burned a hole through my Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah.
so yeah, we're weaving this tale. We're telling this tale. So stage one, Dick pledges the Proud Boys. Fucking shit blows back. Dick is in, you know, catching all this shit. And what is Dick's response to this? Dick blames this on he's going through a breakup, y'all. He's having a hard time. He got broken up with. There's screenshots of this that are public on various social media message boards, etc. That, he claims that like a liberal that he was dating, a liberal woman, broke his heart.
I wonder
and
why.
He didn't even know. He went out. He was drunk. Didn't he? Yeah, he was drunk is on the list of things, right? We got to check the boxes. He got dumped.
Yes, he was drunk. He didn't know.
He did not know who these people were. He's on social media. He's got a Facebook, Instagram, maybe a Twitter. Who fucking knows? But like, he's got and you just have to.
There's enough receipts to show that he knows what the fuck.
Come the fuck on. You're engaged actively in social media. Like even the most non-political person was like, "Yo, this weekend in DC, watch out, man! Like the Proud Boys are coming." Like, oh,
yeah.
So
yeah,
so you didn't know.
It's a weak ass excuse.
He didn't know, and that's the shit that really gets me.
Fucking
the excuses. Like, I feel like at this point, you gotta fucking own your shit, because like, okay, so shit blows up. He's like, making all these excuses because people who were close to him
called him out.
That are people, BIPOC and LGBTQ, like, called him out, and he made all these excuses. I didn't see the video, but allegedly he tried to post an apology video. Am I right?
That's what I heard. I didn't see it.
He did. And it was rambling, and, he was super nervous, and it was like, do we have access to that video? Like trying to. Nah, he took it down. He
should have got drunk. He would have done really well.
That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, the he took it down part.
No, he took it down, and because he was getting. I mean, there were so many people were like commenting and like, and just, I mean, ripping into him.
So many people were
they should have
holding him accountable.
Not all of them.
And like this dude,
and it's just
dude, he's like
ridiculous.
He's like huge. He's huge, yo. He's fucking huge.
Big boy.
He also like has a restraining order against him because he doesn't know how to leave people alone when they tell him to not come around anymore.
I mean, roid rage is a thing.
Tom Petty wrote a song about it, and he didn't want to hear it.
Right.
He didn't want to hear it. So yeah. So I'm weaving.
Right.
I'm weaving.
I mean,
I'm weaving this thing because it's all like this whole thing. So has anything transpired with this dude? Like, I know that, okay, he reached out to you, right? And others, right? Because he was all bent out of shape. Oh wait, he reached out to someone that we know, right? Like, he messaged somebody.
He didn't reach out to me. He reached out to a friend of mine who had posted something publicly about him.
Right.
And he had the nerve to reach out to her and then very subtly threaten her, and then just sort of tried to asked her to retract her post, and then threatened legal action against her.
So
because of something that he was on.
Something that he was on that
legal action. So here's the thing.
A video that is all over.
So here's the thing
media.
Is that which is very it's very telling of his MO, is that men who are friends of mine who reached out to him and called him on his shit directly and were chastising him, admonishing him for the things that he said. He was like kind of like at first like trying to be defensive, but then he was like, I'm sorry, whatever, blah blah blah. A woman, person of color, a woman of color who posted about him. He then threatened her. So he asked her. He told her that she needed to retract her post, and then threatened legal action. He never threatened legal action against these other people.
Well,
He never threatened legal action against the people who have posted. So who have posted online his video, like the people from Twitter, the journalist who's posted on Instagram. He hasn't reached out to them, but he reached out to this woman.
You know, all the Proud Boys and their sycophants fucking reposted that video. Do you think he's going to ask them to take it down?
Right. Not one fucking bit.
He's going to ask. Guess what?
No. Right, but that's what I'm saying. There's an account on Instagram that has posted about it, and he hasn't reached out to them. He hasn't reached out to the people on Twitter who've posted all these videos, but he reached out specifically to a woman.
So there's a twofold
because
Think
he
about
feels
it like
superior.
This.
It's fucking amazing.
There's a twofold thing to this.
It's not fucking amazing, but you have to think about it like this. It's like when they talk about men who abuse women, right? The general thing is that they are cowards.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know that I am stronger and physically more dominant than she is, so I can get my way out of that. When another man steps up, there's a whole fucking pullback of you start backpedaling.
So, so we're sitting here now. Has anything else developed? Has anything else happened? Like, is he still on? Is he still on social media? Has he shut down all of his accounts or anything like that?
He's not going anywhere.
He's still on social media. He hasn't. He's deleted a bunch of stuff. I haven't noticed that he's like, deleted his accounts on anything yet, but like
he's just gone through and done a little scrubbing. It's just like there's a whole
thinking that not realizing that people keep receipts about him.
Right. So. Like we live in the world of receipts, screenshots, etc. So this is like all right, so we're peeling through all these layers, right? Like this shit is like it's insane, right? It's ridiculous, and it's sad and tragic and pathetic on behalf of him, because like if he has like, what are you gonna do? What's he gonna do? You've already pledged these motherfuckers on video. If you are not going to publicly unpledge them on video, then you still are a Proud Boy. So how does this dude expect to be able to coexist in this? This is a small fucking town, dude. If a white bartender called a customer or anybody, a coworker, whatever, the N-word, I mean, bam, we all fucking know about it. And we're like, yo, fuck that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so this is like that shit on bath salts. What happens now? Like,
the only answer to that question is literally we'll find out. That's the only way we can put it. We'll just find out. He can have a job at that. What's that place? Henry's. What's that one that got fined?
Harry's. So here's
Harry's. Yeah. He'll have a job there.
Here's the thing about that place. First of all, that breaks my fucking heart. Because when I would work down around there, that was my default spot for lunch. You know, you could go in there and get some basic diner food that's good. You know, I love their fries. I'm old fashioned. They got steak fries. You know, like shit's on point. Actually, wait. Anyways, don't matter. But like that shit like, and it's not their fault technically that like because there's places right around the corner from Trump Hotel that it's allegedly it's the cheap spot to go drink if you're a Trump supporter and you're in DC.
Cheap spot for anybody. But
yeah, but also like they are kind.
Wait,
to
no.
Trump supporters.
It's not even that. It's not even that. They let these motherfuckers dogpile in there like it's the fucking 90s with no masks. No masks. That's the thing.
I mean,
they're straight up
Yes.
fucking turning their space into a fucking COVID super
There's no
spreader.
COVID.
Fuck, they don't give a fuck.
You want to hear some real funny shit about that place though? A buddy of mine, cop, actually stopped in to go use the bathroom, and he said that they actually stood up and started applauding them as they.
Yeah.
Just because they were going to use the bathroom.
It's thin blue line.
He was even like, all right, this is
not that it matters. Well, maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't. Was your cop friend black or white?
Yeah, he's black.
Okay.
The one walking with him.
That's the only time these motherfuckers clap for black people is if they're wearing if they got a badge and a gun. Right. You know what I'm saying? If they could shoot a motherfucker like me and not get in trouble, like yeah.
I mean, the odd question is his partner's white, and he was like, were they clapping for him or were they clapping for the white cop?
Good answer. Or good question.
See, here I was thinking one thing, and then you go and throw in that detail, and now that blows up my whole shit. Although it was still probably the most likely scenario that those cats will clap for a black dude is if he's wearing a cop uniform.
I mean, there's that. That's real.
But
I mean, it is disappointing. Like, I had no idea, and I would go. Marcus, you were the one who would bring me over there to Harry sometimes, and we had no idea.
Fucking more. Fuck that.
No, right? No, but I mean, we would go late at night, when there were barely any people in there because they were still serving food, and pretty cheap drinks and.
I got a question for y'all.
So, to find out about that, it was really disappointing.
And two of the bartenders I would go see are from Philadelphia, actually, and I would have never. I mean, it's just disappointing. I used to enjoy that.
I mean, well. Here's the thing: you're working your shift. I got two questions. You're working your shift, and fucking 50 a whole busload of Proud Boys walks in.
A lot of left.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, fuck that.
That's right.
I just turned around and walked away.
You walk out of your shift.
I would first have told them to go fuck themselves, and then I'd have been like, "I'm out."
I wouldn't have even.
No, there's no way I would stay and work in a place that would allow those people to come into the bar. Absolutely not.
So the dude that founded the Proud Boys, whatever his fucking nuts is, they had a meeting one time in Mount Pleasant in the space above Meridian Pint. And a lot some people were.
Wait,
it was and this was just before the election
this year.
No, the last
2016.
Pre-Trump. I think it was on the cusp of Trump. And
did we even know about Proud Boys then? Were they even a thing?
There was super fringe. At that point, they were just hipster. Okay, so
they were hipster racist.
Here's the fucking thing that I was trying to get to before I completely lose my way. These motherfuckers, again, will never ever really go to any substantive place to flex their muscle because they will get fucking dealt with by motherfuckers who actually know what it is like to struggle and we fucking wake up angry every motherfucking day.
You want some real disrespect? Tell them to go to 640. Go to 640.
Dude, God, I mean,
go to Southeast.
They don't want none of that.
Go to what's left.
Not for a fucking.
They're not going to go in the neighborhood.
Yeah, those motherfuckers. Here's the thing: them dudes weren't going to roll into Philly proper. They weren't going to roll into South Philly. Y'all,
Detroit, Chicago. They're not.
Y'all, they South Boston maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't roll through South Philly.
Straight proper.
You might not be able to go through Southie at all. Because then you're just making shit hot. And them motherfuckers are drug dealers.
So what I think is funny is that these guys, these Proud Boys, etc., they always like to refer to, anyone who is not one of them, anyone who believes in equality and not being a racist piece of fucking shit, douchebag or whatever. They're always calling motherfucker snowflake and shit. And I think that like this is a prime example of what the fuck, like, of projection, because here we have this dude that's like, you know, a fucking super fucking, you know, gym rat, roid rage, fucking looking Zangief ass motherfucker, like
Zangief.
fucking pledging, and then pledging this fucking, you know, shit. And then his fallback is some girl broke his heart. He was gonna vote for Biden until this girl broke his heart.
Some brown girl.
Like, first of all, dude,
Yeah,
the election. First of all, the election happened a week ago, 2 weeks ago. The election was 2 weeks ago.
You did this the week
Like,
after.
Yeah. Sorry, we're doing this. COVID's got my time. Set the time all fucked up. I mean, yeah.
So
We're coming up on Thanksgiving.
So he said that he didn't know, blah blah blah, all that stuff, right? But he posted, and I have a screenshot of it. He posted something to the effect of, you know, doing something for spite probably wasn't the best idea. So he knew exactly what he was doing.
The thing that no one pays attention to is complacency. Complacency is the reason for terrible things to last long periods of time. It's like saying, it's like hearing, oh, it's always been that way.
Well, that's, you know, like,
what I mean? And this
that's
is going
like
to be
incrementalism,
right?
You
that's
know,
what I'm saying.
Let's like governing by incrementalism.
For you to be complacent on such issues,
Democrats.
For you to be so complacent on such issues, and for you to have the slightest bit of authority or whatever the fuck to feel as if you can say that and it be a good enough excuse, that is a series of complacencies where you really have to sit down and check yourself, because you have to think about it like this.
I have more questions.
Sit there and you're going to do X, Y, Z. You know what I mean? And expect everyone to be totally fine with it, but you're going to be really pissed off that everyone's super upset about it. I mean, he hugged that guy like fucking Alan from the goddamn, from the fucking Hangover. You know what I mean? Like, he hugged that guy. Like, oh, everything's fine. Him and the rest of his
He looked like he was having a good old time, and he was marching around with them, yelling shit. Like,
well, in the beginning of the video, he says he hoops his
Marcus.
doesn't end.
Oh my God, Marcus! You sound like you're trapped inside of a gym.
Right. He looks like he was more happy than a pig in shit, is what I'm saying. And then all of a sudden it got out that you were happy as a pig in shit.
Well, dude, stop. Here's, like, we have a saying on this show. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? And I mean, this is like a prime example. So I wanted to draw this fucking correlation. So this fucking dude who considers himself to be this fucking big ass, badass. I go to the gym every day. I'm fucking ripped. Like, I got my ex-girlfriend fucking terrified because I'm stalking her and don't know how to listen. And so I'm gonna go join this fucking hate group because fuck Democrats or whatever the fuck your twisted ass logic is, even though you grew up in the DMV surrounded by, I mean, here's the thing. One of the things people outside of this area don't understand is that we are fortunate enough to, by some definition, grow up in school systems that have some semblance of diversity. Whereas a lot of people in this country grow up in places where they're like, I didn't meet a black person until I went to college. Like, I'm not trying to make fun of those people, but that's just such a fucking common thing. So, like, this dude grew up in this area, has been down. You cannot be down in DC if you are not down with black, brown, queer. You just can't. You can't. You just can't. Because if you are problematic, it gets out. So for him to put himself in this situation and then for him to backpedal from it, like, how do the Proud Boys fucking, like, take this fucking shit? Like, are they gonna fucking, like, appreciate this fucking shit, or are they just gonna use this dude as a fucking tool? Rhetorical question. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? But what I think is fucking hilarious is that these dudes want to call people snowflakes and all this fucking shit. And, like, I feel like this dude isn't like a fucking snowflake. He's like a whole fucking blizzard of just fucking bullshit and weak ass. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Right. Well, I have a picture of that screenshot that I was talking about earlier. We'll put it up real quick.
Hashtag receipts.
Doing
2020.
shit out of spite.
Doing shit out of spite. Probably not a good idea. Yeah, you know, how many comments was on that fucking shit before he deleted it?
25
25.
in an hour,
25.
within 58 minutes. So
Yeah, and by the way, y'all,
And,
I didn't
you
say
know,
I
I
didn't
mean,
say
like-
his name. I didn't say his name. He said his name in that video.
I'm sorry. It was on there.
He said his.
It's on there.
that's
But,
he
like-
said his name.
That's a
He said his name in that video. Those are just receipts.
and that's a
He
post-
said his name.
that's a post of his on his own Facebook, so that's his. That's his receipt. Fuck him. Dick.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
And like, I mean, don't lie and say that you didn't know what you were doing. You knew exactly what you were doing. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you knew what you were doing. And
I feel
mean-
like are you really that dumb? Is he really that like?
he
I
might
feel
be.
like
Honestly, he might be.
to
but-
think that like that shit could even. I mean, I would have more respect for him if he owned it. If he was like, you know what? After all this time, after all these years I've spent around BIPOC and LGBTQ people, like fuck that. I'm embracing my white like if he just doubled down, I'd have more respect for him if he doubled down. I'd have more
And just be
respect
like,
for him
yeah,
if he
like I'm a
doubled
chauvinist
down.
and like I'm a
If he
racist,
doubled
whatever.
down
Fuck
on
you
it.
all.
I hope somebody got a
I-
hold
I'd
of
be
that
like,
video
okay.
before he
biggest
deleted
issue
it. I hope,
is on the normal.
No,
My biggest issue
I
with
wish
people
I-
is that people don't want to own this shit.
Mm.
I
Own
hope
your
someone.
shit.
I wish I had. I wish I had taken the video of it. But like, I mean, it was a long, rambling, like nonsensical video
Jamie,
that Jamie had to put his baby to sleep. Probably.
he probably just did that.
Oh, I don't know. His phone maybe died. But
Anyway.
like it was a long rambling video that didn't make any sense. I mean, whatever. He was trying to explain himself. It was very rambling, and you know, I mean, he feels like it seemed like he felt like he knew he did something wrong, but like ultimately, like he shouldn't have done it in the first place. And the fact that it happened, like take responsibility for it. Like he needs to be accountable for it. And
I'd
it's
be-
shit. It
I'd
is
be
absolute
curious to
shit.
see- well, first of all, here's the thing. A couple things that need to happen. The only path for okay, let me ask you a question. Is there a path for redemption? If this dude, let's just go out on a limb.
Is
for
there?
it.
I'm not
Man,
sure.
wait.
What path could he take for redemption? What
Yeah.
could he do?
Yeah, I couldn't even suspend my disbelief long enough to ask that question on a hypothetical level.
Yeah, there's no hype.
It's
But,
so
like, what-
ridiculous. I couldn't even bullshit
Truth be
y'all
told, like, okay,
with
so
some
like
fucking heavy
let's try. Like, what could he possibly do to redeem himself? Because like, let's say
should
that
burn-
he
should-
was that dumb. Let's say that he is that much of an idiot. Let's say that he absolutely did not know who the Proud Boys were. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he had no idea. Like, how could he redeem himself? What could he possibly do?
Go on a cruise.
And I'm not asking that to be like, you know, like be like fuck you, but like what could
That's
he do? What can he possibly do? You know, I don't know. I don't know.
He should burn a cross in his own front yard and let 1,000 black people either slap him in the face or punch him in the breadbasket.
I'd watch that.
I don't know. I mean, like, there's like part of me that feels like slightly bad for him because he's such a dope. Like, he really is
Val.
such a dope.
Val.
But like, it's
that hell
just
You
a
are-
tiny. It's a tiny little.
No, Val.
Like
Val
the little bit of me that's like so like compassionate and like they're like the sad like little teacher in me that still feels like they're
not-
still like
right
they're
here.
still good in people, but like I don't know. There's nothing that he can do. I don't know.
Val
Do I
goes
need to
up.
take a shot? I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
shot.
you
I'm
should
sorry.
definitely give a shot. That's You know what though? Okay,
I
thank
don't
you
know.
for.
I mean,
thank-
I want to try and believe that he's still a human being, right? Like, I want to believe that, like, who fucking knows? I don't know. I don't know, but like, he has children and like
he has kids.
yes, he has two children.
procreated?
He has children. He has children, and like, they don't deserve to be like dragged through the mud because of their
No,
dad.
no, you
and
got to
like,
keep the kids out of it. No matter what heinous shit I say or do, please, yeah, leave mine out of it. Cause,
right? And like the thing is, okay, so like someone's just so Matthew Larson just said, I've been on 5-day benders and never pledged anything except another beer. Plus, if I saw a bunch of white dudes in tactical gear in DC while drunk, I'd walk the other direction. Ain't nothing good come out of this situation. So many people have posted different things about like, I've done X, Y, and Z while I was drunk and I still never joined a hate group. Some of them are so funny. I wish I could find the one right now about like, there's a guy who was like, I've gone to a hotel and slept with two guys at the same time when I was that drunk, and I still didn't join a hate group. Like, it's funny as fuck, but like, it's true. Like, how drunk could you have possibly been? That like any of us could have been so fucking drunk at the drunkest we've ever been and still not join a hate group. So like, using that excuse is dog shit. It is absolute dog shit. Like, there's nothing else to say about it. It's so dumb and so stupid. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I just finally logged on to the comments. Shout out to Blaine for his comment about taking communion.
That's Bo.
Oh, what's up, Bo? For taking communion at a church in PG County, and it was 100% grape Mad Dog. Yo, you gotta DM me that church. Like, I need to know.
It's in PG County. It's close by.
It's got it can't. PG's only so big, you know.
Watch this.
Right? I'll go there.
Fuck. Fuck. Yo, shout out to everyone that's tuning in.
Oh, no, let's go to your boy Larson.
Yo, man, Larson, that's my dude, man. Yo, shout out to Ian. I'm just sorry, it took me a minute. I was so engaged in paying attention to the show and trying to be responsible that if I missed you in the comments, I'm sorry. But yeah, so this whole thing is just like really ridiculous and like
so crazy. It's so crazy. The whole idea of it is so crazy. I don't know. And then it just.
Oh shit! Look, we look so professional. Fuck, Marcus, what are you doing? Holy fuck, dude! That's like. So sorry. So I watched this. I watched this podcast in the morning. It's clickbaity political thirst trap. Shout out to Benjamin Dixon and Marcus Wallace and Mondale Robinson. Y'all are doing the Lord's work. And yo, they have shit that pops up on the Chiron, and it's like straight up. Is they pulling shit from YouTube and from Facebook or whatever. They pulled a couple of my comments, and I get like supersized, got like straight fanboy out. So it's nice to see that we can like do that shit for somebody else. Yeah, but we need to have like a conversation off the record about like other platforms that this will be a lot more. Well, this will be as much fun, but.
We're working at it.
We're doing our best. We're doing our best.
Because right now we're doing it for the thrill, but like, you know.
We're getting there.
One day at a time.
Just fuck that guy. Like you said, I mean, I got drunk and got a library card one time, and fucking like, who let me get a fucking library card? You know, and I mean, you wore the uniform of a Proud Boy. Like,
Marcus, you sound so crazy.
It's because Val's other microphones in there.
What? Why is it my fault? Boo.
No,
just side note.
Val sounds
Side note, your microphone, the way that the light is reflecting it looks like a trans flag or a LGBTQ flag.
My what?
At least to me. To me it does.
Trans rights are human rights, man.
I love it.
Trans lives matter. Trans lives matter. Like, yeah, fight for them.
Proud Boys' lives
Yes.
don't matter.
No, not at all.
Well, and here's the thing: is that like I don't actively cheer for the end of any particular group of people. I wish all pedophiles would have an aneurysm. That'd be great.
Yes.
If one day everyone
A very painful aneurysm.
Everyone with pedophile like tendencies, if they just fucking stroked out and died at the same time, that'd be fantastic.
Pushed up there.
A lot of people would be really broken and hurt and confused, but for the world would be a much better place.
Give them a COVID test through asshole.
Much better place, because nobody would know that that's why they had the aneurysm. They just did. That's the thing. You wouldn't know why your favorite uncle just boom in the middle of a motorcycle ride just.
That's your favorite.
You know what I mean? Off a cliff, like, but he liked to diddle little boys, so he had to go. You know,
had to go.
You know, yeah. I mean, it's like, so. The thing about the QAnon crowd that always killed me is that, like, in my mind, it is totally plausible that there is a cabal of super duper rich people that are into banging kids and cannibalism and Satanism, all that fucking shit. But when they think that Donald Trump is the dude that's going to save everybody from that shit, that's where I'm like, no, you motherfuckers need to get the fuck out of here. You know, like everything up until that point. I don't
understand it.
Everything up until Trump is the dude that's going to save us from all of this, you had me. You had me. Because the world's a fucked up place. Like, rich people, when you get to a certain level, who fucking knows? Like, a lot of rich people think the rules don't apply to them. And again, like an onion, there's layers. There's that extreme ass shit like that. And then there's innocent shit like bribing Harvard to get your kids into college because you were Aunt Becky on Full House. You know what I mean? Which, again, is another form of white supremacy. Bringing it back around. Call back, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome for that.
Call back, yes. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, like, this has brought up a lot of different issues for a lot of different people, I think. You know, and
nice segue.
Huh?
Nice segue.
I'm just saying,
he meant to say nice segue, but he's Marcus. So.
What did he say? What did you say?
He said nice sledway, I think.
Sledgeway.
Nice subway. nice subway.
Subway.
Anyway, continue now.
I'm just saying it is created a firestorm with a lot of different people in a lot of different ways, and I think that it brought to light a lot of different challenges that have been facing different parts of our industry, and I mean, we need to address it. And before you yes, go ahead.
Before you dive too deep into it, the reason why I prefaced this whole segment about white supremacy being like everything from overt shit to like really subtle shit, sometimes it manifests itself in when people talk about entitlement and when people talk about privilege, those are like the lighter, more innocuous seeming versions, the after effects, as it were, if we're going to be diplomatic about it, of white supremacy. So anyways, carry on, Val.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, like, there are things that really, I think that this situation really caused a huge ripple within our industry, and I mean, I think that it was something that needed to be addressed, and I think that this whole situation coming to light really brought the attention to a lot of things that happen in our industry that a lot of people sort of brush under the table or like don't recognize or don't want to admit to, because ultimately most people want to believe that, like, our industry isn't racist and doesn't subscribe to white supremacy, and but those things happen, and it happens subtly, like what you were saying, Boo. And like,
Yeah.
and sometimes people, it's so innocuous that people don't realize that it's happening, and when it does happen, they don't want to admit that it's happening because they don't want to admit that it's like part of what they're doing, like unintentionally.
Yeah.
It's a really hard thing to come to terms with, because again, we live in a very liberal town. We live in a town where, like, it's sad to say, okay, this has been a year of the unearthing of a lot of uncomfortable things, and this has been the year of the beginning of a lot of uncomfortable conversations that are way overdue, and better late than never, especially if we're about to go into a new administration, an administration that is supposed to be more understanding and more humane and
more willing to make the change,
more willing to make the change and have the uncomfortable conversations, period, in the first place, because we're not having these the uncomfortable conversations are never going to be had with with the red party. Like, they're just
with the far right, for the
Not
right,
today.
the far right red party. Yeah, no,
yeah. So, those, they're not going to happen. So it's important for people, like I said, man. It doesn't matter if you voted for Obama twice. It doesn't matter if you were dancing in the streets that Saturday when they called, the election for Biden. You are still capable of participating in behavior that perpetuates the overall umbrella that is white supremacy.
and we're all capable of it, whether it's like conscious or unconscious. We all are guilty of it. Like, I'm guilty of it. I am 100% guilty of it at times. So, like, if for anyone to say that they're not guilty of it, they're bullshit.
Yeah,
because
and black people do it to each other too on a level, but that's colorism, and that's more of a class, and that ties into a whole nother fucking ball of wax. That's a whole nother. That's a me and Jamie show,
Right.
like maybe and so, but just generally speaking, it's been really eye-opening to see various people's reactions to all of this, and it's important to say that, like, for whoever needs to hear this, we live in a world where the word marginalized gets used a lot, and it's a word, I think, that kind of maybe was developed by a bunch of consultants in an office or whatever. Well, let's just call it what it is. Like, we're talking about oppressed people. Black people are oppressed. Black people are oppressed. BIPOC people are oppressed. LGBTQ people are oppressed. Some are more oppressed than others. And it's important for us to have these conversations, if not now, when? Because, I mean, shit, it's been 3 years since Charlottesville. And there's a lot of people that were like, what the fuck, when the president was like, oh, there's fun people on both sides. Like, whoa. We should have already been, like, out in the, you know what I mean? If hindsight is 2020, and so, like, man, we should, like, the way that we went this summer, the way that people in this city, the way that people around the country have been out in the streets, like, fuck Occupy Wall Street. Like, this is the energy, like, that should have been going on then. But whatever, be that as it may, shit's really just getting started. These movements, these populist, these legitimate, real populist movements aren't going anywhere. I want to take a quick moment and shout out and congrats to Cori Bush for making it into. She went from sleeping in her car and being homeless, and now she is in the United States House of Representatives.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, she was out there during the Ferguson riots and was arrested numerous times.
Do a shot for her.
And,
Oh, here we go. I'm ready.
Like, no disrespect to Stacey Abrams, but every time someone says Stacey Abrams, I go Cori Bush. Not that there's a competition. One is just a little bit closer to my political overlap than.
And it isn't. You're right. It isn't a competition. And and I think, when people were like, so I posted something about Stacey Abrams, and someone was like, "What did she do?" And I was like, "What do you mean? What did she do? Like, is it really my responsibility
Hold on a second. Hold on.
to
It's
post like to answer your posts and say this is what she did? Fucking Google that shit, Bing that shit if you want to.
Bing that shit, bitches.
Like, I don't need to be. It's not my responsibility to find for you what she did. Look it up, and there are definitely other Black women who contributed, and there are multiple women who contributed to to bringing to the forefront what happened, what needed to be done in terms of voter rights and voter suppression and all that stuff. But why is it my responsibility to give it to you? Fucking look it up yourself, and these people who feel like they need to question what other people post and and hold them to the fire, asking them what is it that they're talking about. Fucking look it up yourself. It pisses the fuck out of me when people do that shit. And Stacey Abrams did so much to help with fighting voter suppression and making sure that people who were so for people who had been marginalized and people who had their votes suppressed, to bring them to the table and bring that idea to the forefront so that they could get their votes out in the open and so that they were able to get to vote. And the fact that anyone would question that is shocking to me. To me.
Stacey Abrams is the reason why the Democrats won Georgia. Well, no, stop. Let me.
No, there are other people. There are other women who contributed to that.
Not just women.
There are other people.
There's let's just break it down to general group efforts, like the podcast that I mentioned. Mondale, Black Male Voter Project, was one of the spokes in the wheel of Georgia turning blue, along with Stacey Abrams, and they give mad props to her. It took a bunch of grassroots.
It took a village. It really did.
It took a village. It took a bunch of grassroots organizations, and what Stacey Abrams did with her organization, as well as what the DNC invested in to Georgia monetarily, et cetera, to make that happen. The question is, my biggest thing, without getting too deep into the politics shit, because that's a different show, is they have those two senatorial races going on, and I'm scared that they're not going to take. They should take her lead. They should take the lead of her and all the people that turned Georgia blue. And I'm scared that they're not going to do that, and then they lose those two seats, and then you don't get the right.
I feel that we need to do as much as we can in order to do that, to help support that, yes. And I think that, I don't feel that I articulated it well enough, but it really wasn't just a one person effort. There were a lot of people that really put a lot of effort into, because in Georgia there really was an issue of voter suppression. And it was terrible.
I mean, that's why she lost. That's
Right.
why she lost. They redistricting and fucking gerrymandering. Voter ID requirements, all that fucking shit. Like, they pulled out all the fucking stops. My biggest problem with the Democrats is that they didn't respond to that with more aggression.
Right.
And
why?
And more,
why didn't you not? Because they want to play like they want to take the high road. They want to, play the good guys. But why? Like, nobody else is playing that way. Just fucking do what you need to do.
Okay. Have you guys
bullshit.
know, for the record, I finished my medicine.
Oh, I haven't finished mine yet.
You guys
you guys
are failures.
Marcus, have you finished yours?
You guys are complete failures.
We're about to finish it right now.
What?
Just wanted the record to reflect.
What? Mine is like halfway done.
Well, you better do half of that.
That's like a triple penalty shot.
Holy fuck! I can't do it.
Marcus, we gotta
Boo, do you not see?
Marcus needs a different mic. Marcus needs a different mic.
Boo, do you not see the reflection on your microphone? Do you not see how it looks like a flag?
Yeah, I see it.
Yes, it's amazing.
I found a red grocery bag, and then I folded it over 3 times and rubber banded it to this clip-on LED lamp that I got at IKEA for like $12. And that is what is creating the magic that you all see right here. I feel like I should be reading the Communist Manifesto, but like I feel like I have socialist ideals, but I don't really have the time to read the works of like old white dudes from Russia.
Tell us about Tim Allen.
If that makes any sense. What about Tim Allen?
What were you talking about? Tim Allen?
That's some old shit. Like, I guess a few weeks ago, he went on social media because he took it upon himself. I don't know who the fuck inspired him to do this, but like, he decided to Google Karl Marx on he decided to Wikipedia Karl Marx and was like he was reading excerpts from it, and I guess the shit like made sense to him, and he might have turned ever so slightly left. I mean, he makes enough money. What?
I said he's a hardcore bootlegger. So
a hardcore what?
Bootlegger.
Notice? Did you see me put my shit up to the microphone?
Yeah, I did.
What? I have headphones on. I'm like, what?
What? Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man, it's a shame we lost.
Yeah.
Jamie,
well,
we're
trying to get Jamie back.
He'll be back.
Where's Jamie? He's putting the baby to sleep. That's what he's doing.
I mean, that's what you get for letting your baby stay up this late.
It's too late. Your baby should be up this late.
I chloroformed mine like 2 hours ago.
You bribed me.
I was like, does this rag?
Those babies should be asleep like at 9, 10 o'clock at the latest.
I was like, does this teddy bear smell funny to you?
Wait,
I can make that joke because I am a parent. No one else make this to make that joke. Parents, don't chloroform your kids.
Oh my god!
I mean,
don't do that.
Hopefully, that's on a list of things that if you try to order it
that
online,
you're not supposed to do on. Yeah.
Hopefully, if you order chloroform online, the feds get a little ping, and like you're on a list of motherfuckers that also ordered a hard copy of Mein Kampf. You know what I mean? Like white supremacy. It's many layers, y'all. It's many layers. Many layers. Turning a blind eye to the questions and comments and concerns of BIPOC and LGBTQ people is a form of white supremacy.
Or like when you put the your ideals in front of the needs of the BIPOC community. You know, when you're like, oh, like this is our ideals. These are our rules that we have that like we need to not you know, that we need to not violate because, you know, these are the rules we have in place, and, you know, regardless of whether or not they are in the best interest of the BIPOC community. You know, I mean, like, at that point, you shouldn't be doing it. Like, at some point, you need to operate
If you're not
with your conscience. Like, you know, I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
How about this? Sometimes, if you are in a position, if you're in a space where people are trying to bring a situation like this to the attack, because this is a safety issue. You can't have somebody that is this unglued running around, you know, fucking. You just can't. And so, if somebody makes it known that, yo, this dude works with a bunch of us, and this is what he did this weekend, and your response is to take that video down or take that post down because it may not directly affect you, but it makes you, even if it does affect you, if you take it down because it just makes you uncomfortable and you are silencing the voice of somebody who, I mean.
Well, right. So that's what I'm saying is, like, if it happens and it doesn't fall in line with what you believe to be your to fall into the parameters of
white supremacy
of what you feel is like within your group's rules and regulations, and then you choose to just ignore it, it's just not okay in my book, right? I mean, like, other people people might disagree with me, right? But, like, I think that your conscience should surpass what rules and regulations dictate.
I mean, what's right is right. What's right is right.
What's right is right.
And sometimes,
and like, when somebody does something so egregious that, like, that shit should be put in public, and it should be acknowledged, and it should be denounced.
And held accountable.
That shit should happen, and it shouldn't be just like pushed to the side, and you shouldn't pretend that it didn't happen. Like, that shit should have been acknowledged, and it's not okay, right? Am I wrong? I don't know.
I mean, I just like, you know, I can't even. I mean, where do we go? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? We're coming up on the holidays. Where you go? You know what's fucked up?
I need to take another shot? Do we need to take more shots?
Well, you both should take shots because I've already, like I said,
I just half my mad dog.
You know,
I win.
If this was the old days, I'd be like, "Fuck you guys! I gotta work in 3 hours. I hate you, sons of bitches, ruined my life." Slash was like the most fun I'd had in like who knows how long.
I mean, I have trouble watching every episode of me and you, and I'm so proud of how far we've come, especially me. But
Marcus, I hope you only sound like that in my headphones and not on the show.
You sound like Mike Tyson in my headphones. That's fine.
What?
It sounds weird in mine.
You sound weird in your headphones?
You sound weird in mine.
I sound weird in your headphones.
Yeah, I think it's the lag though. I think it's just the lag.
Oh, you know what? This is this is something that we did not experience with the Zoom.
Exactly. So our voices, like, yours sounds different than yours. I mean, I talk to you fucking every week, so I know what you sound like.
So what's weird is I hear Marcus in like real time, and then I hear him again on the.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marcus is on the short list of people who, aside from my partner and my mom, he gets to hear my smooth, sweet sounds. He gets this honey. He gets this honey poured in his ear the third most out of everybody on planet Earth.
It's funny. I was telling Boo this story last night. We had friends come in. All right, so let me just say this real quick for my friends. There is some good
Your
news.
friends.
There is some good news in the restaurant industry. My roommate and a couple of her business partners finally opened Penny Royal in Mount Rainier.
Wait, Marcus, turn. There's. You got this weird. You're about to say some beautiful shit, but you sound so weird, and I want to like.
It's like a weird, like echoey. What?
Whatever.
What are you saying, Marcus?
What I'm saying is,
do you have an EQ on like you're on? Are you coming through the?
Can
Are
you
you
just-
coming? You coming
Can
through
you
the
just talk
roadcaster?
straight into the microphone?
Val, definitely don't do that. Val, definitely don't do that. Marcus, are you coming through the roadcaster?
yeah,
All right, yeah. Click on your channel.
there.
And go through and make sure that, like, maybe just bring your whatever the gain or whatever the effects is, whatever that is, down. There's a lot of reverb on you. And yeah, we waited until an hour and 36 fucking minutes into the show to delve into this technical different thing, but you're welcome, Planet Earth. And it's nice to have you guys along. Yo, I didn't do station identification because I guess the DC is fuck show, we didn't really do that shit.
No, we were too drunk for that shit.
We were way too drunk. Yeah, you guys kind of got DC as fuck light tonight. And so,
Well, we never were going to be the same thing that we were before because, like I said, half of us walked in stoned or drunk, and the other half we just.
I mean, I was this close to microdosing. This close.
I feel like we should do a podcast like that.
Oh, we talked about that.
I know, Bill.
You fucking.
I was hinting to that.
Yo, we should use that as our outro music. Let me see if I can send that shit to you.
Ooh, yeah, send it to me. So what I was saying was that there's a new restaurant open at Mount Rainier that's been in the works for 3 years, which is my roommate.
Wait.
And, stop stopping me.
What?
I'm gonna mute myself.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the musical stylings of Marcus Donovan.
I'm gonna mute Val so she can't.
Hello.
See, there it is. So it's just me, and now I hear perfect. There's no echo. There's no nothing. I have everything, and it sounds so fucking good. Finally, these two shut the fuck up for once. Now I can actually talk. I know you've been waiting or trying to hear me, but you couldn't because these two won't shut the fuck up. Anyway, my roommate opened a restaurant with Chef Jesse Miller, formerly Bar Polar St. X, and it finally opened up this weekend in the heart of Mount Rainier. And I even forgot why I started talking about this. But anyway, I worked for the first time in the kitchen for 2 years, and the food is glorious. Everything about the place is amazing, and it's great. This is their website that I'm going to share with you guys right there. Check it out. Obviously, they're on COVID restrictions. Hopefully, it opens up more to the public and to the world soon. But yeah, go check them out. And like I said, this is a good sign that not every place is closing. Although I'm sorry for all the places that are, but I feel like we need to celebrate places that are not or that are staying open. So one thing that we wanted to do,
Or that are opening.
and I'm shutting you back off, that we're going to start doing is, bringing some more people who have survived the restaurants and or survived the restaurant closing, so actually have stayed open. We're going to start bringing our friends and people who we haven't had on the show, and people who we have.
Marcus, if I may,
You may.
I would like to equate Penny Royal Station to when the photographer takes a that black and white photo or that really stark photo of the blades of grass growing up through the crack in the sidewalk. Like, I feel like that's kind of what Penny Royal has going on.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying.
Yes. And, there are some places that are, successfully opening during the COVID. And part of that is because they didn't have the overhead, or they didn't have, like, the back, like, budget that they needed to meet. That they, from the year past that they'd expected. So I think sometimes it's easier to open during the pandemic than it is to stay open during the pandemic.
I would agree with that, yeah.
And they've been able, Penny Royal has been able to budget and set their standards based on what the expectations are during the pandemic,
Well,
which is an which is an advantage for them, which is great, and like, so this weekend, I think in my perspective, I think they did amazingly. Like I helped them this weekend on Friday and Saturday night. Their their soft opening was on Friday, and it was I was support staff during Friday and Saturday night, and I feel like people were really excited, and there were a lot of people who were very satisfied with their experience at Penny Royal. And I mean, like, I think that they're really setting themselves up for to be a neighborhood establishment that people will really enjoy coming to, because there's nothing currently there's very little in Mount Rainier. And so I think that what they have and what they're pushing forward is great, is amazing, and I really wish them well. I mean, I'm really excited for them. I think that Erin and her business partners have worked super hard on really trying to put this endeavor forward, and I'm excited for them.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and luckily for them, they were supposed to open up in April. With everything coming, they just they don't hire people and have to lay people right back off. They just didn't think it was going to be fair. So for them to finally be able to get to this point, it's I've been watching this process for 3 years, so it's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, like, I've at least been a little bit privy to the progress that they've made, like, throughout the years, and it's exciting. It's really exciting to witness it and to see all of this come to fruition. So I'm really proud of them, and I'm really excited for them.
Yeah, it's just it's one of those things where I think they have an advantage as a new business just getting started. They have an advantage because every other business open before them was used to doing every business that was open before January of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
You're used to doing things a certain way. Maybe actually, if you opened a business at the beginning of the year, you probably might have been better equipped to handle the change just because you're just getting started.
Yeah.
You're a little bit more adaptable, a little bit more malleable. Mute yourself, Val. We don't need to hear the extracurriculars.
She's not
Dude. Okay, so she's got the hot mic. No. This is great. We're figuring this out live. She has the hot mic. So we have
I have muted myself.
Right. That's great.
I'm
no.
muted.
But your mic is super hot. So now we know. Turn the gain all the way down on your mic. We're going to see if...
Why don't you give a little service and I'll do it right now for her, because she has no fucking idea how to do it.
Dude, there's 3 knobs on the goddamn microphone.
You know who we're talking about.
One of them says gain, GAIN. Turn that knob all the way down. But you have to be facing it so that you're turning it the right way. Lord of mercy. I love it. Yeah. Come for the shit talking. Stay for the anarchy. Hello. Push your little button on the mic. Push.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Oh, you still sound like auto-tune.
Do I? I don't know what to do about it.
I think technology hates you, Val. I'm not trying to be racist, but I think technology hates you.
I think you're being racist.
I'm not. I feel like if you ever preface anything with that type of shit, whatever you're prefacing it with,
is it not better? Is it not better? Is it better? No.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
It's better now.
I took my beer. And I removed the fucking. Hold on.
You know what's funny is I think we might have missed some I feel like we might have missed like an anniversary
of what?
I feel like of us. I feel like somewhere along the way,
for sure.
I feel like somewhere like COVID has fucked 2020.
COVID fucked our anniversary
so hard in the face that we've probably had. Yeah, we've probably had an anniversary of this, that, or the other, and completely been oblivious.
Yeah, it was during the summertime. There was a fucking anniversary for all of us during the summer.
What?
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, dude. I'm gonna tell you what. If there is like my favorite moment of passive political unrest. Hello?
Now put herself on mute.
Okay, good.
Am I here now?
Yeah, dude. When you mute yourself for some reason, it sounds amazing. It's not you. It's that mic. God. Which is weird because I'm using the same fucking mic.
Yeah, but to be fair, nobody else is in the room with you.
Yeah, we're in the same room. Me and Marcus are in the same room.
Did you turn the knob to the thing that I told you to turn the knob to?
I did.
She actually did that part.
Did she? Oh, whoa, stop. I'm about to tell you something really stupid. Turn the mic 180 degrees. Flip that bitch so that the label, the logo is facing you. Do that. And then. Yeah.
And then.
Oh, we're getting warmer.
Is it better?
It makes a difference.
Does it?
It makes it like that button that I told you to push. And you actually don't need to point it at you like it's
like this.
Like it's a thing. Notice how I'm coming at it so that my voice is going here and not.
So like, should I do it like this?
So wait.
No.
You have no. Stop. Where's the logo?
I don't know.
Make the logo face you. Boom. Okay, now bring it in close. No.
There's no more close.
Pretend like it's R2D2.
Jesus.
Make it stand straight up.
There's no more close that I can bring it to because there's no more table.
Make it stand straight up.
Point the penis in the air.
Is that good?
Marcus, the label says it all.
Tell him to shut the fuck up.
The label says it all. I can't tell him to shut the fuck up. It's a DC as fuck show. Like is the
label supposed to face me?
Yes. It's supposed. Imagine if you were having a conversation with R2D2.
R2D2. Okay, it's facing me. It's facing me now.
Okay, so now we're on the right track because the setting that I had you put it on, that is the optimum positioning for that mic. And so now it's just a matter the gain button that I told you to operate.
Right, you told me to put it on.
I am now going to make an adjustment. You're welcome, America, for watching this bullshit unfold as it does.
Where am I supposed to put it?
Turn it.
The gain.
Turn the gain.
To 10.
No. So now you're going to turn it counterclockwise.
Now to number 2.
Turn it counterclockwise.
To 2?
Turn it counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise.
I'm
turning it counterclockwise and now I can't hear a thing.
It's the volume now.
Yeah.
Stop.
The gain. Oh, the gain.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to the DC as Fuck show. We are so proud to tell you that you can fucking stream episodes, segments, or whatever of this fucking show on all of your favorite podcast platforms. Most of your favorite podcast platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. And shout out to StreamYard for being our
Our thing.
functional. You got it done. As far as I
Our
know,
thing.
we did a thing tonight that got out on the interwebs. We're probably the only people that did a
And
thing
it was
that got on the
better than
interwebs.
better than Zoom. The Z guy.
And Zoom, thanks for all your help while we were doing the
You
do.
drive me fucking nuts every next
While we were trying.
Jesus Christ.
So wait, Bubba, Marcus, can I ask a question?
You may.
Can I delete Zoom off of my thing now, and we can just use this to have our meetings and shit? Or is this just for doing podcasts?
We can't.
Because I need to free up space on this, or I need an external hard drive. But that's
Didn't I give you one already?
What?
What?
I thought I gave you one. I'll give you one.
What? Excuse me?
What?
What?
Excuse me, what?
I need a screenshot of me being like, what?
What?
Is he using the mic as a speaker? That's it.
He's not.
Oh my god, like that dude. He's like so wild.
Oh my god, he's crazy.
No. A shout out to Tequila. And
Tequila.
and shout out to Jamie, aka Lives Infamously.
So
Shiny beard. Bruh, his beard was so shiny.
shiny. It was so shiny.
It was like Black Zeus. He was killing it. And
Yes.
shout out to all you guys who were just tuning in. We'll be back in a couple weeks post Thanksgiving with an episode of the District of Misfits show. Oh shit, Marcus, I'm supposed to send you some music.
You are.
I can't remember.
Eventually, we'll do the DC's FUCK show again.
I can't remember what we called it. One of you guys got to talk for a minute while I dig this track up.
I forget if we were going to do it for the trip.
Never. Stop. I just found it. Stand by. It's one of you guys. Hey, Val.
What?
Tell everybody.
What did I do?
Tell everybody about what we did on Saturday.
So on Saturday, we were at the 3 Stars Brewing, local vendors pop-up, and they're going to be doing that every Saturday for the
I'm sorry. The audio went her.
Every Saturday for the next few weeks. Not next Saturday because it's Thanksgiving, but for the next 2 Saturdays in December, we're going to still be doing these local vendor pop-ups at 3 Stars. And they would like to highlight different local vendors. Both all of them are either artists or food or what else, Marcus?
Food vendors, musicians.
Musicians, yes. So food, artists, musicians, or just local vendors that are promoting businesses within the DMV, which is great, and we appreciate 3 Stars for bringing us on, and we'd like to bring on some other people if they are able to contribute and participate. It would be great.
I hear a ding. Does that mean I have a thing?
Ding. I don't know.
Right.
3 Stars is awesome, and they've been really great. And
Shout out to Dave Coleman and Olivia at 3 Stars.
Yes, we are lucky to be included.
And Stephanie and Faith.
Yes, we love them. We're just lucky to be included and participating in those events, and we appreciate their support and everybody else's support. We can purchase things off of the DC's FUCK show. I mean, from what am I saying? PershingDC.com.
Yeah, I was actually. I was gonna do a whole thing about.
You can also buy things when we were there specifically.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Did you get the thing I sent you? So Marcus and I, we're getting to like the 2 hour mark. Shout out to StreamYard
Yes,
for
StreamYard.
being the platform and holding it down. As far as I
Our
know,
newest platform that we're going to be
this
using.
is a thing, and we can go after the fact and show y'all some shit and tell y'all some shit, and because you're probably already drunk and passed out from all of your shenanigans on a Sunday in COVID in lockdown. Well, we are not of this world. Well,
we gotta put it. We can do it.
Yeah, but so the other day I was in the studio and it was just me and Marcus, and you know, he ate some shrooms and I ate some shrooms, and I was just writing. I was writing jingles. Like, I mean, they've been they're gonna be decriminalized. They're not.
I don't know about this.
There's like a thing. Well, cause we don't. Now we're having a moment now.
Yeah,
we're having a very intimate. We're having a very intimate moment between the three of us and the 6 people that are probably still watching. So, thank you to all of you. You can find us, again, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Podbean. We'd love to share us, like us, comment, talk shit to us, tell us you love us, tell us you hate us. You know, when the bots come, I feel like is when we really made it. And so, I look forward to my first bot. I really do. I've already had my life threatened pre-social media. It's liberating.
Really?
In its own way. Oh yeah. That's a story for another time. But yeah, you haven't lived until. Well, here's the funny thing: is I had death threats leveled against me, but because I wasn't heavily engaged in social media and in the way that it was in 2010.
Yeah.
I had no idea. By the time everything had kind of sort of blown over and shit got sussed out, like someone was like, they're threatening me, they're threatening you, people are like, fuck you, fuck that dude. Yeah. I was going through my entire world was changing and was completely, that shit was fucked up, like ridiculous. But yeah, I had a whole other thing going on, so I didn't know.
I mean, we only found out about bots in the past 5 years.
The real world.
I'm gonna drink the rest of this.
Hold Val, kill it,
dude. That fucking shit should have been gone. I'm calling bullshit on you right now, Val.
I said, ooh, tequila, baby, ooh,
tequila.
So what I was gonna say, and then I kind of got a little sidetracked, is as we wrap this up, a little bonus thing. Marcus, play the track. We want to do a show where Marcus and I eat mushrooms and just talk shit to each other for an undetermined amount of time. But this is our potential intro. If you like it, let us know how you feel in the comments.
Did you get my message?
I did.
I
I
think Boo
just
did too.
commented on it.
No, I'm talking about Boo who's laughing. The power of social media. Sometimes it's bored by mind. It fucking. when you
Oh my
talk about it,
god.
unmute yourself, Bill.
Can't hear you, Boo.
Oh, no, he's waiting. He's waiting.
Can't hear
Oh,
you.
I'm glad I was unmuted. I intentionally was muted during my initial reaction to seeing what you sent me. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Right? What a fucking tool bag.
That's white supremacy right there, dude.
Oh my god.
So subtle, dude. It comes in the most
So subtle.
subtle ways, dude. You don't fucking realize it. It's like radon. Y'all don't remember how many of you motherfuckers like and share this fucking post if you remember commercials for how you needed radon detectors in your house because that shit was odorless and tasteless. Odorless and tasteless, but deadly. Just like, wait for it, white supremacy.
White supremacy is bad.
You heard it here first, motherfuckers. We're at the fucking DC as fuck show. We will see you fucking heathens next time. But also like and share us and follow the District of Misfits show on all of your dude, this is a new level.
I mean, this is a new thing. I feel like
A
we
new
need to do
thing.
like the DC as fuck show every so often.
I don't know.
That's the thing was we were already talking about that. We had a thing where I don't know if you remember this or not. We were going to do the DC as fuck as like a New Year's Eve, like an end of the year type fucking thing where we were gonna kind of cap off the year and talk about all the crazy shit. But 2020 being the year that it is, we see 2020 being what it is.
I mean,
We had
we're
to
gonna
fucking
need to do it
we
a
had
little
to
bit more.
I feel like we should do it
well, here's the thing. Here's the magic of the DC as fuck show is we can do it
Whenever we want to.
So, shout out to us. Shout out to all of you, especially if you sat through this whole thing, man. Really, for real. We love you. Please let us know in the comments. We want to blow you up as much as possible. I went super low tech. I usually try to shout out to Matt Larson. Like, I want to be able to blow you guys up and give you the love back. If you tag me, if you comment on this after the fact, Val, you don't. God damn it. Anyways, so let's shut this bitch down.
Shut it down.
Unless we get Jamie's ass back on, but
I don't
see
know.
if you can get Jamie's ass back on, we'll call this shit a bonus round. In the meantime, like, how do we play some more music? And Marcus, whatever channel that you were running the music through,
Marcus.
just bring you just got to bring the volume down like 20% because it was kind of like distorted. Well, again, shout out to StreamYard for being.
Come on.
Oh,
Hey, what? Is it really starting to feel like it's that time again? Okay. Now I want everybody to do what they know they're supposed to do. You got to who in this bitch.
there's no bass. It's really disappointing.
Come on. Look at here, see the
I can't get
back in the spot to make a mile again. What? Bust rhymes to goddamn snitch.
Yo, this album is dope. And let me do this. Val, shut up. This gives me an opportunity to talk about one of the podcasts that we're actually in the middle of producing. Grande.
Wait.
Low.
Stop, Marcus. Are you?
What?
Are the speakers
They're
in
off.
the studio on?
Off. They're off. Why, you want me to
Then
turn
I'm no. God, oh no, please, God.
I'm
No.
in the middle of both of them. It'll blow me away.
You'll die. Especially if you're playing that new Busta. Anyways, yes, carry on. Good.
The Grande Low is a new podcast.
Carry on.
Grande. Is it Grande Loke or is it Grande Lock?
It's Grande Lock,
Grande Lock.
but it's not my show. But I produce.
Grande Lock.
And it's funny, our friend Ian Taranji, your friend, old friend.
Let me tell you guys something. I sat in on one of these tapings. It's fun. The show is great. I'm really excited. Everybody loves hip hop. Everybody loves hip hop. Everybody is smart and passionate and funny. And
they're all local hip hop artists themselves, musicians. So like they're all.
It made me want to. It made me want.
Artemis Thompson, like they're all fucking just super brilliant, super funny. I'm so excited to be part of it, to be able to produce it.
Hey Marcus, who's the producer?
Super interesting.
Marcus Bradley Dumbin, the Pasteurized Chef. That's his super name hero. Name.
And there we go.
Studios.
District Dogface.
Oh, District
Studios.
Dogface. We don't want to get sued.
You're never gonna get.
Oh, no, nobody's gonna get
District Dogface Studio.
Say it back. Say it again,
I mean, I'm just gonna say that I fucking edit the video.
She said, "She's the Fascista Studios."
She's the Fascista Studio.
Yeah. All right.
Say it again,
though. I was trying to end us on a high note, but I would like to thank you both for ruining that.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could be there to help you.
I was like,
what I do?
And
what I do?
Here we are making our final approach to the end of the podcast. If you will kindly return your seats and flight attendants to their usual upright positions, we'll be entering, I guess, I don't know, choose your airport.
Whatever. You know,
I don't think
that one. That one.
Anyways, let's
wrap it up.
Wrap it up. I just did. I just tried.
I thought he did. I thought he wrapped it up.
You thought you wrapped it up?
She doesn't know what's wrapped up.
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no. And it's not over now. Germans.
Thank you for watching this episode of the DCS FUCK Show. I'm Marcus Bradley, Dumbin, the Pasteurized Chef.
And I'm Crushing Boo Dixon.
And that is down there.
And I'm Valerie Torres.
On the Facebook books. Guys, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it as much as we did.
No. Thank you.
Thank you.
No.
Please.
We love you all.
Stay safe.
No, we love you all.
Stay safe. Wash that ass.
No, you stay safe.
Stay safe and wash that
Stay
ass.
safe.
No, you stay
Stay
safe.
safe all.
Drink it to tequila, baby. Ooh, tequila.